feel like now I always have to do like a test one, and then I do the real one, and I hope that this is the real one, and if it is, hello, hi, good morning, how are you? And if not, then oops. This is getting deleted too. Yes. I think today I wanted to discuss how when we criticize other people, oftentimes it's something that comes from a place of our insecurities and not always in a place of constructive criticism. And that can be difficult. That can be really, really difficult. For me in particular, for a very, very long time, I struggled with my appearance, you know? I was really insecure about how I looked. I was just a kid. I didn't know that I could love myself and who I am as a person, and that what I looked like was only temporary. That we can grow. It's just, I don't know. I was really insecure. So everything that I criticized about myself, I was overly analytical of with the people around me in a very, very not constructive way. It was very awful. I felt like a cruel person because I was so lost in myself, you know? I couldn't see people for who they are. I could only see them between like a veil of my own pain. And it caused a lot of problems. I struggled making friends. I was a loner most of the time, especially when I was going through my self-destructive insecurity phases. I didn't understand that it was just my pain that I was projecting onto other people. So I would just be like, oh my God, so-and-so is not good at, like I was really insecure about, I don't know, my coordination. Because, like, if I'm paying attention to something, I can be really coordinated. I can do, like, a choreographed dance. I can do, like, sports and everything like that. But the minute I'm semi-distracted, oh my God, everything's everywhere. Everything is everywhere. Like, I trip over myself, I drop things, I just get, or if I get just a little bit nervous, oh my God, I run into stuff because I'm just like, ooh. It's awful. But then, you know, because I was insecure about that, anytime that someone would fumble or do something like that, I would project my own insecurity on them and be like, oh, you know, they're like this because I'm like this. Like, it doesn't always have to be a negative thing. Like, you can force your perspective on someone, even in a positive way. And that, in and of itself, becomes negative because you're not allowing them to express themselves in the manner that they need to for you. It's weird. It's really weird. It's kind of trippy, honestly. I try not to think about it too much because then you get lost in the, like, well, what can you criticize and what can't you criticize, and what is healthy criticism and what isn't healthy criticism? And I'm not going to be the person to tell you that. Sorry. It's not my job. And not really my area of expertise. I don't know you in that manner. I can't help you like that. It's something you need to look within yourself to do. So for me, it kind of came from a lot less talking and a lot more watching of the people around me, because why try to fight your way into interactions with other people when you can learn why you're struggling. You can just watch and be like, oh, I complain a lot about myself, but I put it on other people, and that makes it hard. It sucks. And I'm not saying that complaining is a bad thing, or, you know, even like projecting is always a bad thing. It keeps us safe. Our brains are programmed to do it as a survival mechanism, or whatever you want to go down that scientific road of, or However you want to process that information, you can. But for me, brains are focused on ourselves, not really the people around us. And we can only perceive our reality from our personal perspectives, even if we try our best to be empathetic towards those around us. So, we need to understand that our reality, and even our interactions with others, are a direct reflection of our own being. And that can be so painful, because that means that you have accountability for a lot more than you think you do. It's scary. It's scary, scary, scary. I hate it. This is a very nerve-wracking topic for me, because it's not something I'm necessarily good at. I'm very idealistic in this kind of topic, because I always hope that in understanding that our reality is a reflection of ourselves, life gets easier. But even in trying to, like, how do you come to understanding that? It's a journey, I guess. I don't know. Maybe just sit and think. If you're not watching, sit and think about your interactions and not beating yourself up. Don't be negative. You don't need to be like that. But just give yourself patience. And understand how your reality isn't necessarily the reality of those around you. I don't know. I think it's an interesting topic. And it's a scary topic because it's so gray. We're diving more into the things that they're very important to me, but it's becoming more and more difficult to articulate. Yeah. But reality is weird. You know? Especially when you want to, like, reject someone's reality and substitute your own. Then it gets even more weird. Yeah. Anywho, sorry today's not like a super spiritual thing, or like, this is the insights of all this stuff. I don't know. I just don't necessarily have the energy to do that, because I'm kind of sick, yo. I got an ear infection. I need to go to the doctor. I need to go blah, blah, blah. I need to complain. I'm sorry. I gotta do the life stuff. But I'll be back Wednesday. You know, knock on wood. Oh my god, I don't want to jinx myself. 1 second. Oop. Okay, knock on wood. Should be back Wednesday. And hopefully we'll have another interesting topic then.